Hello, everybody. I'm Sandy.
And I'm Debbie.
We're from the Normal Paranormal Group, and today is 5 Things Wednesday. And we're going to talk about visitation from the other side.
That's right. Messages. People who come to you to tell you they've died before
they died.
Before anyone even knows they're dead.
That's right.
It's amazing. And I had one when my mother died, and she was out of state, and I went to bed, and would seem like a dream, but it goes beyond the dream state.
Right.
And it was like a phone call. And I'm picking up the phone, and I hear this muffled voice, and it sounds like, Mom, is that you? Or who's dead? And I couldn't make it out.
So the next day, Debbie and I went to get our hair done, and we get a phone call like 7 in the morning.
Yep. Then our mother passed on, and she was letting me know that she died, but I couldn't make it out.
I talked to her that night, and I said, Deb, you should talk to Mom, and she was cold and this and that, and it was late, and it was like 10:30, and so here Debbie wound up with the phone call in her dream, or dream state, I should say.
Yep. And then my husband has his uncle, and my husband's father just died, and his brother was bedridden in the bedroom, and his wife come running in the door to tell him that his brother just died. And before she could open her mouth, his uncle said, I know, my brother was just here.
Isn't that crazy? There's a lot of people that mention that they have relatives visit them before they find out that they passed. It's very, very amazing. I know a lot of you have stories like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had one where this incident happened. I heard this like buzzing in my ear at night, and I'm going flying like something. I'm like, what is it? I didn't know what it was, but there's no bug in the house. Trust me, I'm very fanatic about bugs, period. So I was like, there's no, and it's in my bedroom. And all of a sudden the next day I get a phone call that this one person passed away, and we were shocked.
Yeah. And that buzzing is actually a high frequency sound.
Right.
That's how you would hear like a buzzing or like this noise that comes from around your ear or something. It's a spirit communicating at a higher level.
And there's another time where I actually walked through a white mist, and it was going into my mother-in-law's bedroom, and this is before she died, and I stopped in midstream. I said, what did I just walk into? Was it her spirit that was there? And I was taken back. So people have seen mist and that are around and before someone dies even, and not realize it.
Yep.
And then the really hard, was kind of rough, was Debbie had a dream of my husband before he died, and it was a crazy dream.
It was, and dealt with the hospital. The ER.
Running and carrying my son or something, and was running, and...
I said he was dead.
Or something, and so that was a dream she told me about. And here, my husband passed away. We went to the hospital, and he just died.
Mm-hmm. And it's not only people, animals come back.
To you before they even die. They let you know. They tell you.
She's seen our dog, Molly.
Oh yeah, it was really weird. It's like this in the picture. So yeah, like I said, if you have a story to tell your story. Have you experienced someone that came to you before they died, before you found out they passed away?
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be a dream, but they can come to you in full form.
That's right.
Even when I was in the hospital, they didn't know I had a sister named Rose, and I said, Rose, and then my sister Sandy would call me, and I said, Sandy, I swear someone's in this room with me. I see someone in a hospital bed next to me looking at me, and I was the only hospital bed in that room. And I said, someone's here. They're laying next to me. And she couldn't tell me that our sister Rose had passed on.
Not long that, Rose, before she passed on, called me and she was like, I hear all these voices, like all these people talking. In fact, we had our sister Teresa had a dream before she died that she was having a long talk with our father, and she doesn't know what the conversation was. So he visited her in a dream, and they had a long conversation. So I says they could come to you in many forms. So you could be awake and hear the voices, or you could see somebody. So share your stories.
Yeah.
These are very interesting
You
stories.
know, when my father was dying, he seen spirits coming in. But
Yes, he did.
Not only did he see them, I seen them. I could tell what a few people were, but I couldn't tell what the other ones were. And I asked my father, who's here? And he had someone he worked with that passed on a year before him. He had a war buddy in World War II that was there. And he says, out of the crowd of people, there was one man he did not recognize. He said, there's a man. I don't know who he is. I said, could you describe him? And he says, he's all in white. He has a white suit and a white hat on, but I don't know who he is.
And our sister Teresa, before she passed, she seen who was by the door. She said they were looking at her. Was it Aunt Helen or somebody? She seen a woman looking at her. They were waiting for her.
Uh-huh.
So when people talk about seeing people, don't think it's in their imagination. These are people coming back for them. So that's what upsets me when they say about they try to say, oh, you're hallucinating or whatever, or it's the pills they're on that's causing this, or no. I mean, people come to you and believe them and disagree with them. Say, yeah, okay. And say, what do they want? Ask them those questions.
Yeah. I mean, after all, we're pure energy, and when we leave our bodies, our energy moves forward, and we do come back for our loved ones. And don't let anyone say it's your imagination, because no, it's not.
It's real. So with that, I am Sandy.
And I am Debbie.
We're from the Normal Paranormal Group. Into the next 5 things. Share your stories. We like to hear what you have to say.